Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 126. So far today, I'm still working with the 31-hour free code camp video and learning C++. And so far, this one is on inheritance. So far with inheritance and everything, basically it's using a class or two classes and everything like that. And basically you're just making sure you just prevent duplicates of code and everything like that. So basically make one class, have it set up, then you make another class and have it use all the exact same public stuff from the first class. And you can just manipulate a bit so the new class has a little bit different things. It'll make more sense when I type it up. But still, based on this, I'll go and just set up a class and everything and stuff here. So we'll just make a base class. So far it is also called the parent class as well. And with this, we'll just call it class vehicle. Put a semicolon at the end. And so far with this, we'll just give it two random things. So we'll make it public. And we'll give it two things such as string called brand. And we'll make the brand Ford. And we'll also make it print out, give it a function and stuff too. That will just print out just a random line. So we'll just say something like cout, let's say something like this. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And that's basically it for the parent class there. So again, we just have a vehicle class and stuff like that too. Has a string called brand, which around Ford, and a function called not hone but honk. Wait a minute. There we go. So a function called honk, and it will just print this out, just toot toot and all that. And so far we'll make one other class. This will be the derived class slash, well, let's put there, slash child class. And so far with this, we will call it, say, class car. And what we do is this right here. So we do this to get it so it inherits stuff. The child can inherit from the parent. Put a colon here and we'll say public vehicle. Then from there we set it up like any other kind of class. And then inside here we just do something like public, and we'll just give another string in here too. So string model equals Mustang. There we go. So basically what we did and everything and stuff here is, again, up here and stuff too, the parent class, also called the base class, we just set up a class called vehicle, and aside is just everything public, which is a string called brand, which is equals Ford, and a function in here called honk that will just print out this line, everything stuff right here. And then we have another class, this is the child class, called car. And so far the child class, since we have the colon here and public vehicle, that means it will get everything that's public inside of the vehicle class. And basically that means everything inside of here the kid can use without having to retype all this stuff. So hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back. So far with this, basically I was saying before, is that basically it can use everything inside of the child class here, can use everything in public inside of the parent class. So basically, again, we won't have to retype the string brand Ford or this function here and put it inside of here. It can just use it. So basically, again, just having the colon, public, and then the name of the class and stuff like that too, we want to get all the inheritance from. That's how we make an inherited class inside of the child. And the child, again, is just like any other class, is going to inherit something from the parent or another class. And inside the child, again, in public, we have a string on its own called model, and it equals Mustang. So the child class basically can use this string here and use all this stuff that's in public in the parent one. So basically, again, with that, we'll just go in here and we'll just set up something so we just see how it works. So we'll just make an object called car, my car. So we're basically using the child class and everything here. So the child class car, object called my car. And from there, we'll just say my car.hunk. And we'll also do cout my car.brand. And we'll just put a space here. And say my car.model. There we go. So we'll go and print this real quick, or run it. There we go. It says toot toot and Ford Mustang. So basically, again, what happened and stuff here is just that, like, again, the child class and everything and stuff here, car is inheriting everything that's public in vehicle, the class up here, the parent class. And so far, even though the child inside of it, we just have string model Mustang, which down here, it prints out this part. It has access to everything in public up here, the string brand, which it printed out here. And so far, the function called honk, it could also print that out as well. So with that and everything, that's how basically how inheritance and everything works. Just pretty easy to set up. So far, the video just kind of showed that inheritance basically works with things that are public. If it's private, it won't gain access to it. I think the next part of the video might go into how to do that, but again, I have to just kind of watch and see. That's really the whole thing with it. But so far, for everybody else, that's really it. So you can kind of just, leave and all that. For myself, yeah, so far, I'm going to go ahead and go into this. So far, actually, no, hold on. So far, where I got this code and everything and stuff from, too, and all, is this. This code right here, I did not get from the free code camp video. So far, this website right here, the W3 schools and everything up here, this is where I got the code for the inheritance stuff. All this right here, in class vehicle, class car, and everything and stuff. Literally everything with typed out, I got it from here. And even right here, it explains what inheritance and everything is. I got all this from here because it's such a simple example in what inheritance is and how it works and everything and how to set it up. Very simple and everything. So far in the C++ video, that one, it is so much longer. It is like 5 files. And so far, it is just ridiculously long, and the person does not really explain it well whatsoever. Again, I will put that up and everything real quick, but, just not really go over it like a ton. Okay, so far I'm back in my online compiler and everything, and so far, again, with what they had inside of the video and everything for inheritance, again, they had the main file, and then they had 4 other files, person.cpp, person.h, player.cpp, and player.h. So far, again, I'll just go through and stuff too, because this whole thing in the main, person.cpp, person.h. So far, again, just show this and just scroll all the way down and stuff with it and everything too. Player.cpp. And then player.h. So far, again, it has all this and everything and stuff as well. And it's way more complicated and stuff as well, because in the video, they just copy and paste all this in, and that's it. They copy and paste all these in, make the files, and then they edit it a bit, but they don't really explain a ton exactly how everything works, which is kind of a problem. Because basically, this right here, this is the child. So class player is a child, and person is the parent class. Again, they didn't go over that at all in the video and stuff. You just kind of have to figure that out and stuff as well. Basically, they were focused on putting up the getters and setters and everything and stuff as well in this. Just showing that off. And basically just kind of putting in the includes and everything like that as well. But they really don't explain too much exactly how it works. Because the O stream and the operator and everything, I have no idea how that works. They did not really explain it at all. they kind of just put everything in, just hit run, and that was really it. So basically, it just prints this, the player, you know, what the game is, basketball, the names, Jon Snow, just everything like that. Again, way more complicated example for what inheritance is than just this right here. Just W3 schools example and everything and stuff. This is just way better just to use and everything in my opinion with this. So yeah, so if you watch the free code camp video, you can watch it. The code and everything and stuff, like I said, I have here and everything. This is the one you probably want to go with, because in the example they use in the video, he changes a lot of stuff to references, and that kind of leads to problems if you're using like my kind of compiler. So I just had to make sure they weren't references, and that made them work. So things like that, everything and stuff as well. So it's kind of the main thing where it's like, again, just copy my code if you want to work with that video and stuff. But really, I still recommend just that simple example from the W3 schools. But yeah, that's really it. Just done with the rant on that. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.